afternoon, happy Saturday. Welcome to Dad Life According to Rick. It's your boy Rick. I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. This is my first video for the new year of 2021. I have been extremely busy just with the holidays and just working. So I haven't really been able to do any videos lately. So um, just want to start off the new year fresh with a bang and do my first video. And if you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below. If you are a current subscriber, welcome back and thank you for all the support that you guys have been giving me. It's very much appreciated, so I want to thank y'all for that. Okay, so let's get right into it. I want to talk to y'all about kids and electronics. I know that in this day and age that we're living in, electronics is very crucial, and it can be very, educational and stuff like that because there's stuff that kids can just look up on the internet and that's educational and it's very, I guess it's more easy access to get and stuff like that. But at the same time, I feel like electronics can be very dangerous, and our kids are just very consumed by these electronics. Like there's no taking them out of it. I see little kids with iPads and they're just like they know what they're doing. Like these kids it's scary to just see them the way they find things on YouTube and like, oh, okay, like you need to calm down, like you're only 2 years old. So that's the fight. And I also see a lot of parents that it's much easier to keep the kid distracted by giving them, iPad, or giving them your phone, and they go and they like look up YouTube videos and stuff like that. But there has to be some type of control and parental supervision as far as these electronics go, because kids can just look up whatever and just find whatever, and they may not be maliciously be looking for stuff intentionally online, but they can come across certain things. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to be very cautious as to what our kids are doing on electronics. Also, gaming. Like you see kids that they're young and they're like 5, 6 years old, but they're playing Grand Theft Auto. Why is your 6-year-old playing Grand Theft Auto when all that game does is promote violence? Like, and then they're like in these parties playing online, and they're with the microphone, and you hear these kids like just talking super reckless. Because mind you, let me tell you, when my son was younger, I ended up giving him my PS4 because I just felt like I had no need to play video games anymore. Like it wasn't fun for me. And I only played certain types of games, and then it got to the point I was like, you know what? Here, just take the PS4, whatever. And I would see him play like Call of Duty, and it was just crazy. I would be like, I would get upset with him, and I would take the PlayStation away from him sometimes. Being 16, 17 years old, I would still take it away, and that was the thing, because he would get crazy and like he would be super loud, and I'm like, I would go into his room like, yo, like why you so loud, like calm down, like you need to relax. These kids get super amped up and hype when they're playing these video games, and the language, forget about it. These kids be talking basura out the mouth when they so like connected to these games that it's like it's mind blowing. So like I feel like there has to be a certain age before these kids can play these certain types of games. Like, I know that they have like the tablets for the kids that is just strictly for kids, that they only has like the pre-programmed like kids games, and it can only has certain websites they can go to. And I feel like that's a very smart thing. Like we have to like put these blocks and limit certain sites and stuff that they can go to and things like that. That's very smart, because we don't want our kids being exposed to all this kind of stuff. Granted, the world is like a disaster. There's all kinds of stuff that's out there. I feel that us ourselves as parents, we can talk to our kids and not have them being exposed to all the craziness and the electronics. We need to restrict their time, on these electronics. Mind you, they're already doing remote learning, so it's like they're on the computer all day talking to the teachers and like learning. That it's like, okay, what more do you want them to do? Like they're like already 8 hours a day on the computer, and then you're gonna let them like go play video games and be sucked into that, and then their iPads and their tablets, they're sucked into that. Like, what are we doing? We need to like restrict the time limit on that stuff. Talk to our kids, enjoy time with them. Let's watch a movie. Let's do something. Like, it can't just be electronics all the time. So I feel like that's what we need to do. Go to a library and read a book. The other day I was FaceTiming with my sister. She lives in California. She was with my younger nephew, and she was like, "Hey, FaceTime us. He wants to say hi or whatever." So I FaceTimed her, and they were at Barnes and Nobles, and they were like in the kids section, like reading books. And I'm like, yo, that's awesome, because it's very rare that you see parents like, oh, let's go to Barnes and Nobles and like read some books. And like, that's what we need to do. We need to like disconnect ourselves from all these electronics and stuff like that. And even us as adults, like, I feel like we're always consumed by our phones. If you go out in public, like, you on the subway, people on the phones. You go to a restaurant, rather than sit there and have a conversation, like, you be on your phone. Like, we need to like disconnect ourselves every now and then. In no way, shape, or form am I trying to sit here and dictate your parenting and tell you, yo, like, don't do this for your kids and whatnot. That's not who I am. Certain things works for me, might not work for you. You understand? But I feel like we need to take that into consideration. Like, hey, 1 hour of game time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's good. And you know what I'm saying? We need to like give our kids this structure, and so that way they get used to it. Because, like, let me tell you something. When my son got older, that he was already like 18, like, he would like break night playing, and I'm like, dude, are you just like now going to bed? Like, I'm waking up and you like we're just playing video games the whole night. Like, you need to slow down with that. And it got like super bad. I was like, dude, I'm gonna like I would like shut off the legit. I would turn off the Wi-Fi. Like 11 o'clock would hit, turn off the Wi-Fi right from my phone. I would turn it off, and because he was more into playing online with his friends, and they would stay up late playing video games. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is insane. It's like a disease. Like, y'all so hooked that y'all would literally break night and play for hours and hours and not realize that time was flying by. So that's what I would like legit disconnect the Wi-Fi, and he'd be like, "Hey, the internet's down." I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Something going on. I'll call Comcast or whatever, and I would just have to feel him that lie, because he was so hooked in. And but now it's different, because now he graduated high school. He's working full time, and he don't got time. He's adulting. Like, now he it's like life is really hitting him. Like, oh wow, that you was like, you would tell me all the time, like, that adulting would like really come at you full force, and that's what it is. It's like a reality check. But there's nothing wrong with giving them like their game time and stuff like that. But we really need to restrict and control the time on these electronics, and that's all it comes down to. We really need to focus on what they're doing, with who they talking to online when they playing these games. Like, you never know. We're living in a world where just the world is so crazy. Like, you got sicko people playing games, and they talking to the kids, and like, you really don't know what's going on, because you think in your mind, oh, they're just playing video games. But they be some crazy people, some sickos, playing online, trying to like talk to your kids. Like, nah, that's not cool. Like, we can't be having that. I'm pretty sure y'all have things on lock, and y'all doing an amazing job. So I hope that this video was very helpful for y'all. um so let's just do what we do, guys. Parenting is not easy. Listen, I always say it. Um, if we had an instruction book, I will be running to that book. Yo, what page am I going to? And you know what I'm saying? But it's not like that. We have to go through our trials and errors, our ups and downs, and figure out what works for us best. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Um, hit the subscribe button down below. Any comments? And y'all already know we gonna enjoy the new year and let's stay positive and let's do what we do, parents. Like we got this. This is Rick signing off. Take care now.